Yo, what's up guys, how y'all doing? So, people asked me to go talk about the 1.10 or 1.1 version of APB. There are a lot of changes like the delay on the Osma, what I like. The Obey pistol is now replacing the snub nose when you create a character, so that's awesome too. And a lot of more little fixes and upgrades. I suggest you go check out the blog for all the new things if you haven't watched it, cause covering that is gonna take too much time, I think, so I'm just gonna talk about the new modifications and the new guns that came with this new patch. Okay, let's start off with the field supplier. With this new field supplier, you will be able to resupply teammates from a longer range. Also, the deploy time of this field supplier is shorter than the standard supplier, so I'm pretty happy with that. Next to that, they removed the resupply button and it all goes automatically now, what makes me even more happy. Because the less buttons, the better. Okay, next thing on the list is the spotter. When activated, you can just tag an enemy without hitting him and he will be shown to all teammates for a certain amount of time. It doesn't matter if there's a wall or not, your enemies will be shown. I think it's an awesome add-on for the people that don't use voice communication, so that it will also have a nice advantage for using this mod. But remember, this slot will replace your supplier, so if it's worth it, that will be your call. Okay, let's continue with the new high magnification scope. Now, I didn't try it out myself, and I heard different opinions about it. One say it sucks, and others say it's okay, you just need to get used to it. Now, I didn't hear anyone say it's awesome, so I assume it's not that great. With this scope you can also zoom in closer, but to be honest, the zoom on the sniper rifle is good enough. The maps aren't that big to zoom even more, so the guys that tested it are probably right. But I'll see for myself when I unlocked it. Okay, the car server modification. Now, this modification is okay, but personally I don't really think it belongs in a game like APB. But hell, they put it in, so we just have to live with it. Now, this modification simply gives you the opportunity to ride on the roof of the car, unless it flips, of course. So technically, we can now jump on the roof and start shooting with our Osmas and machine guns. It changes the way of car chases and the use of machine guns and Osmas. So yeah, it's a nice little modification what a lot of people will enjoy using. The problem with this modification is that in my eyes it more looks like a bug than an actually modification. I personally would have added this in like the trunk of a truck or something to keep it more realistic. But it's a bit too late to come with that idea, so yeah, let's just enjoy this modification and move on to the next thing. Alright, next up is the Flak Jacket. This modification simply reduces the damage from any explosive weaponry with the cost that it will take some pocket space, and you'll have to turn in your clothing agent modification. In other words, this modification is kinda useless cause it may help you against an Osma, but his other teammates with their guns will kick your ass anytime. So my suggestion is throw this thing away and stay on the clothing agent. Alright, next up is the Fragile mod. This mod is increasing your movement speed with 14%, but you will lose 14% of health, and also needs to turn in your clothing agent since this is a green modification. I choose health above speed, so this is a mod you won't see me using. Okay, those were pretty much the modifications they have added, so let's start off with the Oscar. Oscar, yeah, fuck up name. Anyway, okay, let me tell you the awesome part of this gun. Okay, now the bad parts. Where shall I start? Okay, now this gun simply gets outgunned by every single gun in this game. And yeah, it sucks. So my suggestion is to wait with it till they're gonna tweak it and then buy it, if it's worth it. Alright, next up is the 8-ball and half break. Now I haven't tried it out yet and really want to, but yeah, I have to level up first. So once I'm getting them, I will make a gameplay about it, so that's a promise. They sound awesome so far, but first I want to try them out before talking about it. Alright, the last gun they released this week is the ATech, or whatever you pronounce it. They had some failing versions on APB a few weeks ago, so now they released a free slotted on the market. It's a gun you just need to learn to shoot with, and you gotta have a good aim to make every bullet count, because it takes a lot of bullets to kill a person. If you can do that, you got an awesome gun right there. So I'm gonna try it right now and play with it. So I'm out of here. I'll see you later, guys. Peace.